here I am, trying a thing. Sonic Team presents Sonic the Hedgehog. Man, I thought this was Kermit the Frog. But yeah, I don't know. That was funnier in my head. I'm gonna start a new game because, yeah, this is the thing I'm going to try. Across my new summer, I am gonna try playing through every Sonic game I have. And it's a good chunk of them. We go into the classics, the adventure games, Heroes, Project 06. Dude, I'm not playing the original 06, are you crazy? Wait. Oh, wait. Frame. A minute in, and already a mistake. By that, I mean I didn't activate the elemental shields because, in case you don't know, this version here in Sonic Origins is based on the... Wait, dang it, I already messed that up too. Okay, again, yeah, off to a fantastic start. It's the Kronk Carbis Special. Okay, we'll start there. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, I intend to go through all the classics, the adventure games, Heroes, PO6, then Unleashed, I think, yeah, Colors, Generations, and I don't own Lost World or Forces, so I gotta skip them. Oh no, not Lost World and Forces! And the pizza's cold, not the pizza. Oh, how could it get any worse? So yeah, this is based on the mobile ports of Sonic 1 made by Taxman and Stealth, who are pretty well known on, I think, like Sonic Retro and stuff. And it's funny that they got to make this because I'm pretty sure one of them made an actual working version of Sonic 1 on the GBA because we don't talk about Sonic Genesis. I don't know how they managed to bungle that so badly. But whatever, here we are in the special stage, and well, it certainly sets a precedent for special stages, for better or worse. But alright, that wasn't too bad. Weirdly enough, if I recall, for some bizarre reason, I think it's either the second one or the third one is like by far the hardest, and I have no idea why. Like, why would you want this? Oh yeah, Origins also added the drop dash because, post-Mania. Which I'm not complaining. Drop dash does feel pretty good in Sonic 1. Although you can use it with invincibility when I'm pretty sure you couldn't in Mania itself, so that's kind of weird. Hey Banjo, hey Ryan. Doing alright. Another disappointing semester through my disdain for the American school system. But other than that, doing alright, I guess. And I'm here with the first episode of the Summer of Sonic, because yeah, I'm gonna try playing through all the funny blue rat games that I have. Okay. Well, thankfully, now you can see what those coins were doing instead of the lives. Original. They basically just give you more tries in special stages, which, considering how bold this and the Sonic 2 ones are, I appreciate that, because I don't know how the heck kids were supposed to do this in the 90s. Oh yeah, I forgot, I don't actually have Super Stars. Oh, that actually kind of sucks, because I've heard some mixed things about that game, but I've heard generally it is still pretty good. So unfortunately, yeah, Superstars will also be out. But that wasn't intentional, like with Lost World and Forces. Yeah. Like, I mean, it's not hate. That's basically most people's take on that game. Although, funnily enough, I think the coin mechanic or like the retrying mechanic did come from this first. Like, I think that's what inspired this from Superstars. I don't know. But wow, if I had nickel for every time there's a game with a platforming mascot that had the word Superstars in it, and it turned out to be a mediocre disappointment, I'd have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice, right? Yeah, the multiplayer is just basically the same as like the new Super Mario Bros. Multiplayer, which does not work with Sonic the Hedgehog, to put it lightly. Which I don't even get why they tried that. Why didn't they just have it be like a split screen thing? Split screen still exists, developers. Stop being cowards and forgetting it existed. It's a thing. It thrived in the 90s and the 2000s. Why are you trying to retcon it out of existence? That's even more ironic because, like, the race mode in Mania and, like, even the classics was split screen. So, like, I don't get it. But anywho... jeez. Yeah, no, like, this in Stage 3, okay. They are pretty. Although I was close last time, that was really more my fault when I was close and messed it up. I think. Gotta admit, I think I probably would. Oh yeah, spoiler. Obviously not playing Sonic 4 episode 1 and 2. But one thing I do gotta give that game credit for. Oh wait, that's bad. Damn it. I am trying. These stages are freaking hard, dude. Oh my lord, bro. Anyway, what I was trying to say about the cheap Flash games, or not Flash games, mobile games that they just renamed Sonic 4. One thing I gotta give them credit for, the special stage where you just control the stage itself instead of Sonic, that is a way better take on this. Because this is just kind of stupid, where things can just knock you around. This would have been more tolerable if, there we go! 1 failure montage later. I got me some more coins, which honestly is still more valuable than the continues were in the originals. I'm kidding, because you do not remember about the original Sonic 1 and 2. There was no save system, so if you got a game over, which wasn't impossible to do back in the 90s, you had to start the whole thing over again. And considering how infamous, spoilers, the Death Egg robot is in Sonic 2, I can imagine plenty of 90s kids were not happy campers. But oh well, forget the future is now. I don't feel like dealing with the consequences of starting the whole game over again, because that would be very tedious to watch. Wondering. That's generous. Although, you know, funnily enough, I played the 3DS version of Sonic 2. And yes, they did have like a special 3D enhancement version of Sonic 1 and 2 on the 3DS. And if you actually get all the emeralds, you get a mode where you can just become Super Sonic instantly, 50 rings and all. And that just completely annihilates the Death Egg robot, and it's absolutely hilarious. But speaking of the old Eggster, he's here, and he's gone. And he's gone. Alright, rodent. I don't know who you are, but I'm sure you'll be a minor inconvenience. That was just a luck. You know, he won't get in my way later, right? I'll just dispose of him if I see him again. I mean, come on, it's not like we'll be competing against each other for 30 years or something ridiculous like that. Anywho, we're on to Marble Zone, and I'm gonna be real with you, this is one of the main reasons why I went back and restarted the game to get the elemental shields on. Because, holy wowzers, the elemental shields make Marble Zone and Labyrinth Zone a lot more fun. Because yeah, in the original, I can get why a lot of people didn't like this level, because it's kind of a pace breaker compared to how fun Green Arrow was. But I'll always give Marble Zone this. I really like the song. The Sonic 1 soundtrack is pretty darn good. As you'd expect from the funny blue rat mascot. But yeah, with the fire shield, you know, naturally that means like the fire hazards and the lava and stuff won't hurt you. And that's pretty handy, because it lets you continue to go fast. Who would have thought? I could do that, but you know what? I actually will get the electric shield, because the double jump for all like the vertical platforming you do here is pretty useful as well. But like, if I still had the fire shield, I could have like spin dashed across and just ran across the lava. Apparently Sonic is fire Jesus. I'm not sure if it's more impressive or not than Luigi running on water. Hey Mario! I'm the son of Christ! Luigi, what are you talking about? I can walk on water, Mario! Luigi, how you doing that? I don't know. Hey, what are you scrubs doing on my stream? Hey, look, buddy. I don't mean any harm. Just, you know, me and my brother, we were having a conversation. Yeah. Look, you won the console wars. What else do you want? Yeah, we did. Good times. Okay, no, wait, I remember. Okay, yeah, no, stage 3. Stage 3. Oh my gosh. Okay, technically you're thinking, oh, the emerald's right up there in the open. This shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, but if you take a nice look at it, look at the levels of crystal barrier you have to get through to get this thing. Like, you'll never have the time to, like, stay in there and fully grind it down. It's kind of dirty. But, as the walls get lower, in a way that almost makes it harder to reach the emerald. And yeah, these things are all over the place at all the corners. So, needless to say, the stage is pretty freaking hard. I'm doing pretty well so far. Actually, let me try to lock in and see if I can do this in one try and get it over with. Okay. This will be funnier. These are the biggest bumpers from Brain Scratch commentaries. Oh. Okay. Careful. Yes! Oh my gosh, I actually did it. I cannot believe I did that on my first try. That is the first time that's ever happened. But hey, we take those. Whew. Oh man. Even with that, that was pretty scary. Forget the drowning. Freaking Special Stage 3, that's the real fear inducer. Yeah, I should have just waited. For all you casuals out there saying, oh, well, Sonic is so hard. These games suck, right? Why can't you not constantly go to fast? Yeah, lesson number 1 about Sonic. Just because his gimmick is that he runs fast, the games are not about blitzing through running forward as much as you can each and every second. Because rest assured, you're gonna get killed, and it's not the game's fault. It's what's called a skill issue. You'd be amazed at how many people just seem to not know that. And yet they say Unleash is boost to win. Arguably the hardest Sonic game. But, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Okay, well, thank goodness I didn't lose a fire shield. Careful. Woo. I'm Fire Jesus! Do I want to trade it in for the electric frigate? Yeah, no, I think I'll do it. Never mind. I'm not very good at being decisive between two valuable things. Just throwing that out there. Caterpillars in this level. I don't remember where, but I remember reading somewhere like those were annoying enemies. I don't entirely see it, but I don't know. Weird memories. Hey, oh, hold it. Here we go. Now we got rings for the special phase. But yeah, no, like, for real, having just, okay, guess I will, go back and grab that fire shield. As I was trying to say, yeah, for real, having the elemental shield really does just make this level a lot more fun and a lot more fast. Like, it doesn't it doesn't completely break it, where you don't have to try anymore. Like, you still have to do the platforming, like, you can't really avoid that, but, like, just the hazards and stuff, you can get past it way quicker, and it just feels more like a Sonic game. Oh, wait, dang it, I lost the 50 rings. Oh, well. I think you get, like, 10 tries, which is pretty friggin' strict given there's 6 emeralds. You can only screw up, like, 4 times. Because special rings don't show up in Act 3, they don't show up at all in Scrap Brain Zone for whatever reason. What, if it's just not like a pollution? Are special rings hippies? That's actually pollution's actually a serious matter. It's just messing with kids. I'm not sure which way was faster, but I'm just gonna trust my gut and say this way. Okay, I can see a fire shield over there. Maybe the other way was better. Well, actually, I guess it doesn't matter how many rings I really keep here. Okay, just gonna wait out for this caterpillar. Dispose of it. Just keep going forward. So there's not a lot to say at the moment. Just, more Marvel Zone. The stream sucks. You're bored as hell, man. Oh well, at least I got an electric shield. Dang it. Well, good thing I'm not in any actual danger or anything. Woo! Almost lost my shield. Almost lost me bloody shield. It's so right, very bad time. Damn it. Okay. That's probably, I probably deserved that in some way. Ow! Wait, go, man. Okay. Gotta take my time. Get a ring. Having the Insta Shield is also nice from Sonic 3. I don't know if you can give yourself like the Super Pila when you can in Mania. Not that really matters, it's nowhere near as useful as the Insta Shield. Although I don't know, I always thought it looked like a hip. Like, am I the one who thought that? Yeah, I also realized you get the Insta Shield and the Drop Dash when, like, in Mania, those were separate abilities. Oh yeah, I also forgot, I am including Mania. Mania will be part of this series. So, that'll be fun. It's been a while since I played it. I remember like playing it all the time when it came out. Years. God, that was like 8 years ago. Yeesh. It told me I was like 3 and I believe it. Okay, are you ready for a super original boss that you've never seen before? The boss is Eggman! Again. What do you mean? Got fired! He's a fireman! I'm like a fireman! Also, the Insect Shield just wiped out this boss. It might not seem like anything special, but for the 90s, it was kind of cool constantly facing off against the main villain. Like, it's not something you saw every day compared to, like, Bowser or Dr. Wily. Showed up at the end. But none of that matters. It's time for possibly my favorite song in all the Genesis games, Spring Yard Zone. And my favorite zone just in Sonic 1 in general. I love Spring Yard Zone. Krusty Krab, pizza for you and me. For you and me. Beep. Ooh, almost ran into that. Also, that rolling enemy always confused me. Like, the first time I saw that, I thought the game glitched and there were like 2 Sonic. I was like, what? Aw, man. Okay, well, hopefully I can scrounge up 40 rings. Yeah, it's not worth it. Hey, more rings! Money! Let's see, 5-letter word for happiness. Money! beep, 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 beep. Sorry if most of this is just jamming out to this funky jazz. It's not maybe real jazz, but I don't bloody care. It's funky as fudge, and I love it. Okay, sign this right. Good. Good. Okay, I just need 5 more. 1 more, but be careful of the crab meat. Wait for a platform? Oh, okay. It's just a pit when you jump into it. And I guess I should have figured. Okay, careful. Yeah, but what the heck? Like, the enemy's positioned reason? Wait, how am I supposed to get up there without him hurting me? Okay, what the frig? How was I supposed to avoid that? It just kept resetting his position. What is this, Mega Man? The enemies just respawn the second they get off screen? You know, I was actually just trying to kill myself anyway so I could try to get rings again. Because that was a load of bollocks. Okay, well that didn't really work out. Thanks, camera. Okay, I'm not sure I'm gonna get past these little buggers next time. Maybe the Insta Shield can help me, but like in general, I still don't know how you're really supposed to do this when the enemy's position will reset every time you get on the screen. Okay, cool. I did it. Did it. I'm picking up these buzz bombers so I don't get pot shot. Drop down away and get into the special stage. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, stage 4, in my opinion, is definitely nowhere near as hard as stage 3, so I'm gonna laugh if I end up losing here, but not there. It would be most ironic. I guess the difficulty of stage 4 is that, like, it's not super clear where the right way to go is. So basically, it's more like it's trying to trick you into going on the wrong path to kill you. So in a way, I can kind of get how the developers thought that was harder, but I still just think Phase 3 was definitely harder. Excuse me, sir. Okay, thank you. I'm getting it's most rude. Okay, yeah, wasn't too bad. Like I thought, it's not that hard. so shield does just negate that. Well, I wish I'd meant earlier, because I wasted a minute of my life. Oh well. Only have 2 emeralds left, so it's not like I have a ton to worry about. Ow. I wasn't sure I was supposed to avoid that. Okay. Well, I'm not sure what's up there. Maybe more rings, which I guess could be useful. There's something up there? How was I supposed to do that? Seems suspiciously like the end, and it's the end, isn't it? Yeah, dang it. Needed 4 more rings. Bloody hell. Thank you, Magnetism. I'm sure you get those rings under there. Well, then again, it's not like it matters here because it's the friggin' boss level. So, no special ring. Does that make sense? Ow. That may have been the wrong choice. Just maybe, you know, just that consideration. And maybe that could have been done a little better, and I didn't need to spin dash. Invincibility and speed up. So basically supersonic. It's just supersonic in 2 boxes. I would prefer getting an electric shield, not gonna lie. Oh, I'll take another invincibility monitor. Yeah, like with this, the electric shield is more useful, having that double jump. funny they had to make, I think they had to like make these graphics on the walls to give extra space, because in the original, you know, it was 4x3, so you weren't supposed to see past this. Oh, that wouldn't matter. We beat Eggman. Again. I wonder if this will become a trend. Anyway, we go from the best zone to, yeah, the worst one. Like, I don't think it's much of a hot take at all. It's Labyrinth Zone, the water level. And you can sure tell what the gimmick here is. You go vastly slower, but... What is it? Something that makes the level actually playable? Oh my gosh. Yes, arguably more so than the electric and fire shields from Marble Zone. The bubble shield makes Labyrinth Zone so much more tolerable. Like, I never saw Labyrinth Zone as, like, the word, like, the second coming of Satan, like some Sonic games do, but it wasn't friggin' interesting. It was just a pace breaker, which I get was the point, but sometimes the point can suck, so it doesn't even matter. And alright, my curiosity got my shield killed, so now I have to worry about air again. Or never mind, that platform can kill me. I'm okay with that, because that means I can get the water shield back. Wait, hold on. It may not be as direct if you don't know what the elemental shields are, but as you can see, it lets me bounce, so that does help with some of the verticality, because this level loves doing that. Okay, yeah, don't spin dash that way, and learn my lesson. No, wait. Oh, man, okay. I am not going for that button anymore. Frick that. That is a literal death trap. What does the Labyrinth Zone make for decent rainy day driving music? Like, I know it's probably a little weird, but I don't know. Okay, alright, cool. We just go over here, because I'm done trying to fiddle around with that other switch. To be wary of the camera. Well, I just better have the level almost over. Especially since that would be a good amount of rings. Oh, man! Ugh. I'm almost tempted to try again. Like, you know what? Bring it! It's time wasting as it may be. Papa wants his rings back, also his water shield. Oh. Crap baskets. You just had to go forward and touch that checkpoint. Yeah. Okay, well, maybe if I play my cards right, get some more rings, we'll try this again. Oh, that freaking Orbina right there. I'm honestly kind of impressed how many bad nicknames I remember. Outside of like maybe some comics, I don't think they're referred to by name that much. Man, there was a ring monitor right there. Angies. Angies. Very Angies. Yes, I'm killing myself because that was annoying. Okay, well, spin dash made that kind of more tolerable. Okay, I guess we're just gonna wait for a second. Be careful of these moles just popping up all over the place. You know, I'm just gonna wait for him. I'll just leave him be. Okay, you just keep going in one direction there, buddy. Whoa, whoa. Just gonna sit over here. Get surprise mofo by you. For you. For you. Get out of my sight. Whew. Okay, I need to like make these jumps and stuff. Whoa. Oh, you gotta be 3 rings short. Okay, just because I have 2 more tries I need left doesn't mean I want to avoid and wait till the near end. Can I get back up there? No, I can't. Woo! I didn't see do have one there. Okay, well, this is a water shield. Okay, let me just be careful. Treasure it like a child. Ring monitors help push them below, kind of. Not really. Even with the higher amount of rings you get hit, there's not a lot you can still do about it. Invincibility, okay, good. Means I can actually go fast. But the Sonic, I love a spin dash. Oh man. Okay, well, as long as I'm careful. Yeah, that's right. You just waste your ammo there. Get out of my face. And extra life for, well, coin. Whatever. I have a weird feeling this isn't the end, although I'd be glad to be wrong. Thank you for being wrong. Okay, Special Stage 5. I don't really remember anything about this one, gonna be real with you. But, obligatory better than Special Stage 3, I guess. Okay, so that. Alright. Freaking Pingus bumpers want to keep getting in my way. Ooh, Jolly Rancher! I want! Give me it! I want it! For the KS Emeralds from Jolly Ranchers now. Yeah, then Joker's pretty much taking a brain stretch, but I don't care, it's funny. Okay, so we got one left. We're on this very awkward area where, like, if you don't jump at the right time, you'll be stuck on this loop, like, watch. Okay, it's on that. Totally wasn't using that as a convenient time to send a message. Okay, well, that was just the jump. That's a good old spin dash. Right there. I know it's probably just the color of the ruins being kind of reflected, but I'm not sure what the term would be. All that green almost makes it look like Sonic's like in a sewer or something. I don't know, I forgot stuff like this was in Sonic 1. I thought this was a Sonic 3 thing. Okay, need to get friggin' out of here. I'm gonna die. Yep, I'm gonna die. Okay, never mind, I'm a liar. Bro, get this. Dang it. Whew, jeez. Keep giving me a tiny bubble. Okay, going back, I guess. And alright, I missed that. And what you do is you go to this waterfall if you want the water to lower back, which I'm not sure how you'd think to try that. Just mindlessly walking around, I guess. Alright, I'll leave you be. Last time I tried to be stylish and kill everything, it didn't work out. I said, let's just immediately try it again. Okay, I know what to do. Cool. Okay, time for the most annoying boss in the game. Which, I mean, I'm not even sure if you can entirely call it a boss. Not only are you likely going to get caught by the water, but you're stuck in very tight areas with, you know, these fireball launchers and these spears. And since they weren't really giving out any rings, single hit, you're dead. But you can't take your time, or else you'll drown. Just like that. Yeah, no, this is like legit, that is a very poorly designed boss, because it's just too long a path. Like, if it were shorter, alright, I could get the idea. That would be kind of a test of, like, pacing out your movement. But, like, come on, no rings at all. Even if you somehow manage to get enough hits to hit Eggman, to kill Eggman, it doesn't make this go any shorter. Having a double jump is nice, but, well, you can't go too fast with it, because it's hard to see what's ahead. One hit and the shield's gone. No, I didn't. Oh, man! Okay, hopefully I'm not stuck right here for too long, because this boss sucks. Again, like, I'm being real with you. The hardest thing is just the fact you don't have any rings. Like, okay, for a final boss, I can almost understand that, but come on, guys. Kids are probably already not having fun with this level, and then you gotta make them go through the hardest boss in the game. Not cool, man. No cool. Heaven forbid you're playing Sonic Genesis. Oh, that is possibly the worst experience of 2D Sonic anything you could have in your life. Playing the Labyrinth Zone boss on GBA. And I think that's without the electric shield. And yeah, that stuff still happens a lot. And like, I'm not even really trying to go like recklessly fast, but you don't really have a choice. Because again, the water's gonna catch you, which will destroy your shield and mean you'll get killed in one hit. but you'll also lose it just by going fast enough and a spear or fireball gets you. Just not a good boss. It's a very poorly designed one. See, it sucks when Eggman just knocks you back down. Nope, and there goes the shield. I'm probably gonna die again. Yep. Yeah, we're in for a pace breaker, ladies and gentlemen. It's just a bunch of mindless jumping, someone with verticality. Honestly, this would probably also be more fun if it weren't like a vertical boss. Which again, I'm not even still really sure this can be called a boss. Like, yeah, the boss music plays. Although, humorously enough, in Sonic Genesis it doesn't. Oh, frick it. Just kill me. Wasn't trying to die that time. Now this is something where I wish I had that 3DS instant supersonic button, because it would be so useful for this. Not even for the speed, it's just the invincibility. Like, honestly, I almost wish it were an invincibility monitor instead. Sounds like the Eggman doesn't constantly, like, go fast and get out of your way. Well, whatever. I did it. Thank God. It's over, and we never deal with that again, because that boss completely sucks. Yeah, it'd be a funny idea if that were just you caught Eggman by surprise and you made it too early before you even had a boss mech ready. But given that that's the hardest boss in the game, Eggman should try running away an obstacle course from Sonic more often. It seems to work out. With that team over with, we are now in the Starlight Zone. The fan favorite, if I recall. Both song and level itself. And yeah, no, it's a pretty good one. So I got no complaints on that. It can have the status. I just like Spring Yard Zone a little more. Ow. Thankfully, in contrast to Labyrinth Zone, there's a good amount of rings in this level. Shoot, on, I think literally level 2, since it's the last time you can ever try to get a special stage, there's literally a moment where they will give you just 5 ring monitors just to make sure you can try it one more time. Which, again, for kids in the 90s, where you would only get to try the special stages once, it still had to have been a daunting task. Because I'm dead serious. When it comes to a lot of Sonic things, I would often say, well, you can work your way to get good enough at this, so it's a skill issue. But for, like, the Sonic 1 special stages specifically, because, like, oh man. Frick that, I am 3 rings behind. I am, no. But yeah, when it comes to the Sonic 1 special stages, I legit don't think there's any way a person could just get good at that. It's just so sporadic and all over the place. Like, it honestly kind of feels more like luck than anything. So I'm just not really sure what they were intending you to do. Like, I don't know, Sonic 1 speedrunners, what's the optimal way to play those stages? Do tell. Fireball is still following me. Talk about a stoke it. We haven't even met Amy yet. Just gonna... Hey, look, friggin' Sonic. Just wait a minute. Waiting? Come on, man! This is not the type of game for that. Alright, cool. Now let's do this. Okay, that was rather abrupt. Come on, almost there. Wake up, sleeping. Alright, I kind of want to... dang it. Let's say just turn around, jeez. Okay, there we go. Got all 6 Chaos Emeralds, yeah, not 7. It just didn't exist in this one. Although, in that menu where I activated this at the Elemental Shields, you can't activate a 7th Chaos Emerald, which leads you to a unique special phase that they made for this version of the game. But it's so friggin' tricky and tedious. Okay, it's more so tedious than anything. It just takes so long, and yeah, if you mess up, you have to do all of it over again. I probably would have been stuck there for like 20 to 30, maybe even 40 minutes, dare I say. And, I want to have lunch soon, so no thanks. And besides, you know, I'm just sticking to the continuity. You know, Super Sonic didn't exist in Sonic 1. What are you talking about? Yeah, as I mentioned before, this is the last place where you can get a Chaos Emerald, so if you didn't have enough to either, like if you didn't have 5 up to this act, or if you did and didn't have enough rings, even though this level does give you enough. But there's a section where you do get 5 ring rings, but if you didn't have enough still, then tough luck. You're not getting Mega Emeralds. You're done. Yep, finished. Ooh, wow. I probably shouldn't have stepped over there. How do I get up there? Oh, that would be how. Ow. Darn, I'm pretty sure the boss is coming up soon. The electric shield would have been good for that. I still reach! Alright, bring it. Let me just get this done. Yeah, we were approaching the boss. This is probably like the best boss in the game, because it is unique that you get to like use the seed claws. Either have a spike hit Eggman, or bounce you up to hit him. Oh, he begins to shield. Alright, yeah, Frit, because he is specifically choosing not to dump him on like the seesaws I'm on. You're being quite rude, got to say. I was like, it's a bad guy or something. You have to be rude. Okay, now I am basically not showing it off, so yeah, now you can legit launch a spike and go, yeah, like that. Like, that wasn't the final hit for him, but you can hurt him with the spikes, which is kind of neat, but I was playing like poopy on that. On to scrap frames. And yeah, I knew that was likely gonna happen, but oh well. Let me try again. Yeah, I'm just that good. Don't worry about it. We'll ignore that first time. Didn't count. It's not canon. So yeah, scrap frame. Oh, that's tricky, but you know, fitting for the final level. I often use this theme as a lobby theme for my Smash Bros. Arenas. But yeah, that's the thing. I'm not sure if I'd be able to properly show that. Because for some reason, streaming on my Switch just seems to make it connect worse. If I use my Ethernet, that would make it better. I don't know. But that's a thing for possibly another time. I'm saying, like, I nowadays when I think of the theme, I just think of Smash. Okay, I just ducked to my death. What can I say? I had to do a squatty potty. Oh, for goodness sake. Hold on, getting a call. Okay, I am back. And yes, I'm playing the classic games on Origins. Sue me. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Scrap Brain is pretty infamous, but obviously Metropolis is even more so. Even though I think I would argue this is actually in isolation like a little harder. But I mean, I haven't played Sonic 2 in a while, so when we get there, I will see if the legends were true. Okay, that again. I'm pretty sure it's literally the exact same spot, maybe like a couple inches. I don't know, see, but you died slightly to my left. That's why I need you to step. That's usually where, I put you in the track. So, like, the thing with Scrap Brain Zone is that there's a lot, I mean a lot of bottomless pits and insta-kill hazards. Well, at least I made it that time. These pig enemies, which I don't remember if they were supposed. I don't know if I'm thinking of something else, but yeah, no, wait, never mind. I'm thinking of like a rabbit enemy that was supposed to be in Green Hill Zone. Okay, yeah, no, my ring count doesn't matter here because again, you can't get Chaos Emeralds in Scrap Brain Zone because I guess they just say Eggman has them all at that point. Sure, whatever. I don't like the background of this song though. It's nice looking. Well, that was fun. With your Sonic CD, that would be a perfect spot to time travel. But one school, that's the story for another time. And despite this game, and I guess now modern Sonic lore, insisting that Sonic CD is before Sonic 2, break for them. I'm playing Sonic 2 after this. Not in this stream, that's just gonna be for another time, but Sonic 2 is the second game as far as I'm concerned just because it has the number 2 in it. And yes, that is my childish, petty reasoning for that. Well, I get that in a lot of Sonic media prior to like Origins and stuff. Did always tend to like lean on the idea that Sonic 2 was after Sonic 1, which I don't know, I just like that. Like, I know there was always technically a debate as to which was which since it and CD were made around the same time. We just happened to have come out a little earlier. I'm not sure if there was an upper route up there, but well, hopefully I don't live to regret that. Or die to regret that. Okay, cool. We were just right there. Okay, that's weird. Act 2 was way easier than Act 1 was. That's a little backwards. Oh, hello, Sonic. Oh, hey, what's shaking, bacon? Oh, nothing. See ya. Scrap Brain Act 3, aka Labyrinth Zone Act 4, because I guess even Eggman knew it was the worst level. Thankfully, if you can outrun that floor there, you can take a pretty good shortcut. Granted, this section, being Labyrinth, isn't easy. Alright, I'm done. Okay, that went pretty well. Usually I kind of struggle in that section sometimes. But anyway, on to the final zone. And I guess Eggman just kind of ran out of ideas, and he just hit himself in these little pistons here, hoping that will be enough. It's pretty easy. You can honestly just stand on one side, then run to the other, and hope he shows up where you want him. Which, hey, Eggman's being rather generous on that, so I appreciate it. Of the bosses where you don't have any rings, this is, despite being the final boss, pretty reasonable. Honestly, the freaking Labyrinth chase, that should have been the final boss. Because that was way harder than this. But hey, if there's one thing we're going to learn about Eggman as we go through this series, that he is not a very consistent man of quality. Or that he is not a man of consistent quality. Flat. You can also expect plenty of grammatical screw-ups from yours truly. It's the Kronk Carbis experience. Okay, I need to be in a coward. He just really likes showing up on the right, minus that weird little middle section. I wasn't prepared to fight you this time! But don't worry, I will never lose to you ever again, Sonic! Kelpian! Yeah, run all the way back to it, and with the power of the Chaos Emeralds, we've done the miraculous, the godly act of adding some flowers to the background. Well, that was lame. But yeah, that's Sonic 1. Not a half bad time, if I say so myself. This is actually kind of one of my favorite of the classics. Like, I know it's one of the less popular of the Genesis games, but I don't know, the Elemental Shields, it's pretty fun. But, you know, we'll see how that fares when I get to the rest. Because obviously, spoilers, 3 is my fave, but where 2 and Z will stack up, I do not know. Not that it'll, like, matter. I'm not making a tier list or anything. Oh man, why am I back here? Okay, that was a weird bit of the music there. Did you hear that? It's like the song was indecisive on what song it was trying to fix. Like, this one. And it just sounds like the title being that we're drunk. Would you believe me that on the Sonic Genesis version, freaking Sonic does not make that jump? How emblematic of the game. And Eggman salty you lost. But there was one more emerald, so it's really a skill issue there, buddy. Okay, there's a 7. Yeah, so see, even the cutscene implied I should go to Sonic 2 next, so screw you, timeline, I don't care. But yeah, that is going to do it. I hope you enjoyed this, and hope it wasn't, you know, the complete incompetent disaster it could have been if this were like a few years ago, me trying this.